permanent disability insurance? No. So you went from disability to unemployment insurance.
Okay, I did the banking. That's all done. So I know how much money I got. Big whoop. Anyway, this is where we're going. And I just almost threw out the papers because they're gonna have a they're having a car show on the 19th at the Duchess Club. And that's $5. Again, that's a beer right there. So maybe we could park the car down the street or something. So we don't have to pay for it. We just walk right in. And they asked me, I paid it. I came with with the crew before. And now, what was I thinking? Uh, what was I saying? That also I was cat. So this is I found Crystal Light. It was on sale on that shelf at Acme, and it was 95 cents. But it's got caffeine in it. That's why I need that because that explosion I get that 6 star for that bodybuilding stuff. It's got caffeine in it. I need the caffeine. I don't know why, but I need the caffeine. Or if I don't buy caffeine, that just remind me. I use a ginseng because that keeps me up too. But tomorrow morning I'm leaving. I'm going to Seatown. Be right back. I'm only going for like an hour. That's it. And then I'll be back. I'm going to get my groceries. I'm just getting potatoes and onions and stuff like that. That's it. And I'll be right back. They drive me home. We're going. Oh, the tent. No, wait. Hold on. Let me get it. I almost threw it out. It's Fairwood. So the Duchess Club's on the 19th, but that's the BMW show, car show, and that's from I think 5 to 10 or 6 to 10 at night. And then the Fairwood Summer Fan Jam is July 10th. Did they open the pool, Clark? Because I went last year. That was a lot of fun, A little hot, a little steamy. You know what they have good over there? That pork roll. Get that pork roll breakfast thing with the egg and the cheese. They know how to cook that over there. And they put it on the roll's real soft, and they put the grease on it. And you can drink anything after that because that grease. You can have a drink after that. Because it coats the stomach. Fun Fanwood Summer Fan Jam. Oh, but this is what we're doing. Where is it? We're going to Lindy's, and it's going to rain for the next week. That's why I bought my easel because I'm going to stay home and paint. So it's going to rain. And I found the I went to Michael's because they're closing Michael's and they're going to go to Watch Out. I found the canvases I like. They're the loft. They're real big, but you get 2 in a pack. Now, if you buy 1 in a pack and the crappy canvases, it's $21. It doesn't make sense. Or it's like $28. You only get 1, and it's real thin. This you get 2 in a pack, the loft, and it's no, it comes to 40, so it's $39. And if you got a 20% off, then you get 20% off too. But my rug is gone, so I gotta go on Amazon because I'm changing the carpet in the kitchen, and instead of that one I got at BJ's like that's out here. This is the gray one. I got the tan to match the cabinets in the kitchen. I'm doing the black and white indoor outdoor like my Barber King in the bedroom. So it's got to be 6 foot. It has to be. Can't be 5 foot. Can't be 7 foot. Can't be 9 feet. It's got to be 6 foot. Because that Barber King, I put it in the kitchen when I had it out. I had to press it out before I put it in the bedroom. It fit in there. So they have it in Amazon. It's black and white. It's nice, and it's some kind of camping company or something. and I think it's like $19.99 and $6.99 or $7.99 shipping and handling. So that I'm gonna order, and I gotta order another phone. So now I'm gonna have 5 phones. All right, so we're going here because look, we're not gonna buy no food. We're just going for the clothes. Look what they got. I'm buying that. Look, that's mine are so old. Mine are like 3 years old. I'm buying that one. That schmata. This schmata. I like that. Maybe not the black. Maybe the pink. And look at that pencil skirt. Isn't that cute? Look at it. And you wear a white bodysuit with it, and a nice scarf around your neck. And those black short. I used to have these down in Florida when I was riding my bike in Florida, and I need another black Caprice. So we're just going. Maybe I'm going to get the maraschino cherries. I'll get like 2 jars of that, and no ice cream ever here again. That this ice cream was so disgusting. And $1.99 for the caramel. And I haven't. And the salmon's not. It isn't even on. It's not even on sale. The ones I get. They want $19.99 now. I paid $12.99. The lady gave me $12.99. I think it was like, but she gave me a discount. Well, so we're gonna go there. They said Saturday, like it's gonna rain like in the afternoon, so we'll leave early in the morning or whenever. Look, when there's a break, we go. When there's a break, we go. And just bring the raincoat. That's all. Pretend we're camping, right? I'm used to camping. I was a Girl Scout. I was a brownie. This stuff's good. This is Crystal Light. Yeah, this is Crystal Light with caffeine, though. It's good. What the heck was that locked door? I gotta go down. Ow! What is that? Oh, you don't need it. He doesn't have a job. He stays home, but you. I'm sorry. Where'd you meet him? Five Below. Dollar Tree. Well, what can he do it now? What did he lose his limb? He was doing trees. What did he do? Lose his limb? Judge Judy. I can't wait for the barbecue. Are you guys coming to the barbecue to rate it? I'll let you. But I can't tell you not going to get in trouble. It's your free will. I have to. If one person comes for me, I'll go downstairs. I'll go get a platter for me, and I'll bring it upstairs. And then 5 minutes down later, I'll go back downstairs and get you a platter. Okay? They won't know. Oh, my cell phone did that too. And like a couple weeks ago, I took my knapsack and threw it on the floor in the bedroom, and it was a little crack. And then I went for it again, and it shattered. So that one, and then my other phone, we went to the bank tag, put Zelle in, and it won't download because it's saying no internet connection. And I called up last week for track phone, and they say stick a pin in. I go, wait a minute, I ain't sticking no pin in nothing. He goes, go get some help from somebody that can help you. I said, he goes, go get a family member. I go, all my family members are dead. They are. They're all gone. I got nobody telling me to stick a pin in my track phone. I go, he goes, don't open the back and ruin the phone. I said, whoa, calm down. So I'm gonna go QVC and order another phone. But the lady told me, "Are you gonna get an Android? Are you gonna get a smartphone?" I go, "Hey, look, I'm gonna get a phone that downloads and I can take pictures of those stupid UPC things, whatever those stupid things that those square things with all the lines all over it." That she's trying to go like this. She's pushing today. I go, well, she goes, "Okay, we can't do it this way. So go to my bank." And then I go, "Can't you just put an app on my phone so I could just push the button?" She goes, "That's what we're trying to do." I said, "Oh." But everybody's closing down their accounts, their not their accounts. Everybody's taking out their vaults out and everything. There's extra spaces there and everything. It's a mess. Everybody's leaving New Jersey. I, I think people leave New York too. It's like a madhouse. It's I started noticing the bank last week. One lady came in, took her vault out. Then there was three people today who moved their vault. They're leaving. Everybody's leaving New Jersey. That is the worst thing to do. I hope you don't have benefits if you're going down to Florida because you're gonna lose everything. I found out from Millie. Rosemary went down with the three kids. Her boyfriend was down there, and he booked on her. So she's down there working at a bank with nothing. No benefits, no nothing. Nothing. No money for food, nothing. You don't get staff down there. You got to wait online. Just stay in your house. Shut the door and go watch television or go on the internet or whatever you want to do. Go start learning how to cook cookies. Start baking. Now that you got no excuses. I was like staying in the house anyway. I love being. I was always like that at my mother's house too. Always redecorating my bedroom. I think redecorated my bedroom twice when I was in there. Put Laura Ashley wallpaper. First I put the peach up. Daddy put a platform down. And we put white rug down. I had a white Casablanca ceiling fan. I had this white cabinet that had a mirror, two mirrors on it. But I had my bed on the floor. Yeah, I took the wheels off of it, put the bed on the floor. I had a, a lace Laura Ashley. Everything was Laura Ashley, and then had blue and white stripes. Now my bedroom's blue and white again. And then I made a canopy. Well, the canopies were there because it's the cape. So I made the cat. Me and mom designed. Uh, it was like it went down, and I had like something going down like this. Yeah, it was like I remember that. So I was peach, Laura Ashley, and then I went to blue Laura Ashley with little blue with little purple flowers. And then peach. We made everything. We made the duvet cover. We bought the sheets, but we made everything else. Me and mom sewed everything on the sewing machine. And then grandma comes over. Me and mom bought material. We said, "Well, we really like this material." It was white with like green little green things all over it, like a mid green. Grandma goes, "That's too light. That's too light. That's gonna get dirty." Well, it did get dirty, but after like 10 years, it got dirty. Grandma was on the sewing machine, Bobby's sewing machine. She eyed everything. Oh, okay, this gotta go like this, and she goes like this, hold it up, and then she goes to the sewing machine, put it up, then she go back to the sofa. It's this long. Goes. The thing was done in like 10 minutes for the sofa and the cushions too. My grandmother. No. We took the sofa cushions because we got piping. That's right. We took those to Union Center. That And you just said there used to be a fabric place. So we took the cushions over there. That's right, with the extra material. But Grandma did the sofa. Yeah, she was a good seamstress. That was my father's mother. And then my other grandmother, she used to make the braziers, like back in the 50s. She's the one that worked at Strass Pharmacy in New York. She would make the shrimp and rice. And I want to make that shrimp and rice. I made shrimp. This is what we do. And this is the same way. What I'm buying tomorrow is 2 boxes of little swimmers. I love these crabs. They're so good. I told Becky about it. She goes, oh, those sound good. I know they are good. But I made them with this regular shrimp. But you buy the shrimp with the, not the Lagastinos. You buy them with the tails. Um, don't get them cooked. You do them yourself. And then I just take them, put them in flour, butter, no, I do flour, egg wash, and breadcrumbs. And then I put a whole bunch of seasonings on it. Put Old Bay, paprika, garlic powder, a little green stuff, either cilantro or parsley or basil, doesn't matter. Salt, pepper, Cajun. And I found it on YouTube. Those girls know how to cook. And I do that with the little swimmers too. And then just hot grease, dip it, put in. I got my nice pan and just fry it up like 5 minutes on both. Not even 5 minutes, because the grease is hot until it gets crispy. Turn it over, and that's it. Done. Do that with the shrimp. Do it with the little swimmers. I'm buying 2 boxes of little swimmers tomorrow. They always got them over there. I have to get a new alarm clock. I need an alarm clock. This thing broke. I gotta go back to. I'm gonna go back to North Plainville and say that guy's very nice in there. He has like a whole bunch of alarm clocks, and I'm gonna say, can I exchange this for another alarm clock? This one's broken. You know where I'm gonna go? I know. I'm gonna go to Barron's in Westfield, and I'm gonna go get one of those digital ones. I'm gonna have to. I hate using digital. I like analog. No, they got the old fashioned kind with the 2 things on the top, and it goes beep, and the whole thing moves. It's like having convulsions and stuff. That'll wake me up in the morning. I need something. This thing can't even hear it. It's going beep beep. I don't hear nothing. I keep on sleeping. I didn't hear nothing, and then all of a sudden it says don't turn it this way. Turn it this way. I must have turned it the other way. I mean, one's got to go one way, one's got to go the other way. What is this? I never heard of a clock like that before. And plug it in and it charges up. You just put the batteries in it and then you forget about it for 6 months. Right? I got to get on this platform for my legs, for my. It shakes. The whole platform shakes. And I got the one with the seat on it. So I can sit and watch TV and just sit on it. And you sit, and they say, it makes you want to go to the bathroom. So if you're a little constipated, you sit on it, and you have to go to the bathroom. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for Margaritaville open in PA. They're gonna have a shuttle. They're trying right now. The people that own the company are trying to get a shuttle from PA from New York Penn Station just to go to PA so you could go back to work. Now that's going to be great. You can spend the whole summer there because there's going to be 3 or 4 different areas. There's going to be your RV in. There's going to be your hotel. There's going to be your campsite, and then it's going to be another kind of campsite with the camp things already there. Then there's one camp there, and you bring your tent, then the RV with the hookup sites, and then there's your hotel. You could stay at anyone, and you could stay there a month. You could stay there a week. But I bet you any amount of money, it's gonna be first come, first serve, and there's gonna be a lottery like Heather Hills and Montauk, like we used to go to when I was a kid. I bet it's gonna be a lottery. You're gonna have to do it a year before because what was it? You're gonna come there and then all the sites are booked and then you gotta go home. You packed all your food. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm sorry, I don't like, and I don't like those Irishers either. Those Cuban zirconians. And then she's saying about this about the guys. Her husband sits at home and sits on his ass all day, and she's talking about these guys. You're with him. She's a hypocrite. He does nothing all day. She said to him. And usually people that are suing somebody, they're the ones get end up have to pay. If you notice that. So don't ever bite the hand that feeds you. Don't ever do that. Because most of these people that try to sue the other person, they end up getting sued and you gotta pay court costs. So why'd you go there in the first place? Just shut up and forget about it. Learn a lesson and that's the end of that. Right? Because she's gonna show you that you're a real stupid fool for trying to sue somebody. Because well, depending on what rag she's on that day, and you never know what she's on that day. With a stupid husband sitting at home, the couch potato probably. That's what he does. I'm going outside. I can't stand this. Oh, that's good. I like this thing. This thing turned up very quick. I got that 5 below. Millie goes look at it. She goes, "Where'd you get that?" I got a little something to put your phone on. You know, I still didn't eat yet. I'm starving. I'm thinking of those little. I'm gonna get my ham tomorrow, and I get rolls. I'm gonna get that for the day. I get that once a month. My cold cuts. I like that. You know what I like? Don't tell anybody, but I like that mustabella. Mustabella. Oh, I like that. Yes, mustabella. It's like a bologna with that fat in it. I like that. I like the store where it's like I said, let me have some of that bologna and lamb came in lunch. She goes, I want some of that liverwurst. I love liverwurst. You know, my mother used to eat that all the time. Here's Betty. Betty just called. My cousin. She lives in Wilmington. What's going on? Just you I rolled out of the house. I said, go live in the doghouse. You work. You lazy on that. Don't come looking for me. Yeah, she thinks her family's perfect. She's got the worst kids in the whole world. They don't even work, probably. No, she gives them money. She's the worst.
52.
You know, what I would do, I wouldn't say nothing. I'd just listen to the case. She goes judging. That's wrong. You don't tell somebody how to live their life. No. You listen to the case, you keep your mouth shut, and then you read the pros and the cons. You can ask that person a question, ask her a couple of questions, and then you make your verdict. And that's it. Goodbye. That's all you do. That's all you do. She puts her 2 cents in. We don't care about her 2 cents. When she doesn't even have any sense. She don't have no sense. Judge Judy. She has no sense at all. No, that's actually. Right back. Oh, it's over? No. We'll get somebody new. There's a lot of judges that do that shit too. I don't like that. They're putting their free will on people. And make the people feel guilty. They should do that. They have a business life.
You
That's
have
true. Your life is wrong.
and you rented your life to the plaintiff. And after you rented your room to the plaintiff, you were advised by your landlord that your rent was going to go up a couple of $100 because one of your roommates had to sign off on the lease. And you told Mr. Robinson after he had given you a security deposit, and after he had moved in, that he was going to have to move out. And I told him he had to move out. I told him what the landlord said. Well, either you have to move out or your rent is going to go up. Can I elaborate on that? Now, Mr. Robinson, in what month did you give Mr. Walter a security deposit and move in? And how much money did you give him? How much was your rent? Okay. And when did you move out? Oh, so let's say you moved out January 3rd. So that means that you lived there for half a month. You paid for the half a month. Why doesn't he get a security deposit back? That's what he is. So you tell me when you got the security deposit back. Show me. I'd like to see this. So is what you're telling me, sir, that you put in his deposit and you took it out on the same day? Because you would spend the money. Well, you answered them, I have your money. Once you're moved out and I have to keep that, you get your deposit back. Okay. Mr. Robinson, you're no longer living in Mr. Walton. Where did you move to? Where did you move to that night? Where did you go? Which motel? I'd like to see this. You stayed there, sir, until January 11th. You moved in on the 7th. Few days later. What do you want for, Mr. Robinson? Do you have full-time local employment? So you're not supporting yourself as a makeup artist. Where do you get your money from? She got there was helping you pay for school, but how do you pay for your rent, food, clothing from the GI Bill? Where did you serve, Mr. Robinson? When did you leave the Navy? Tell me what else other than the security deposit you think that the defendant owes you. You weren't threatening him, sir. These text messages are threatening in nature. They're threatening in nature. I'm reading it. Somebody sent me these text messages, Mr. Robinson. I don't know if you remember what you wrote to me. They are threatening in nature. I remember that. Pretty bad. That's why you got a protective order. Because and well, because actually all you would have to do if I were a judge here is ex parte application that means it's coming to step. Asking for protective order, temporary protective order. If I were a judge and I looked at these
know what?
I'm going to air on the side. I give you protective order because I don't want you to be in trouble in your house. And I usually don't answer questions, Mr. Robinson. They're literally supposed to you, but I think you're entitled to an answer for that. Now, this particular judge said, not only going to grant.
You know what you gotta do?
But he said to them, I'm giving you this money back immediately. And I'm going out, not $500. You'll be able to go to a motel, you'll be able to have a place to live. I would air on the side of the law. What else do you think he owes you?
You gotta go outside right now. You gotta go outside right now. You gotta go look up at the stars, up at the sky. The stars, the Jupiter, I think Saturn, Venus, and Mars, and Mercury, they're all lined up. They're up at the sky. You can see it because it's so clear outside. Oh, what's that weather guy's name? In 20 minutes, the news is gonna come on. I wonder if they're gonna talk about it. You could see it's so good. They're lined up. They're going like this. It's almost like a moon kind of thing. And then there's more over down this way too. But they're all lined up. You gotta go see it. It's a once in a lifetime thing. You're never gonna see it again. You're never gonna see this again. I don't think that's right. You gotta see this. This is fascinating. I'm telling you. I wonder if she wants some more food. Well, I'll give you 3 more. She's up at the top. I talked to Marcia today. She said that happens to him. Oh, no. She made me feel better. You know what she said? It's too hot, Jane. The base was dying. And I'm feeding it water. And it's not drenched. I dumped it out. It's not drenched. She says it's too hot. She speaks Spanish. She speaks Spanish. I told her about the Ruda. We're going tomorrow. I talked to Carlos. He said, we're going tomorrow. We're going to Andrews, Sheffield Market. And I'm going to go back and get 2 more. And I'm going to get one or 2 for Miller. The Kirby's there look really good. They look delicious. I didn't see any, they don't, they used to have Kabasi in the refrigerator there. And they used to have Tony's raviolis. They don't have anything anymore. He said the refrigerators broke last year. I used to get the raviolis over there. I love those raviolis. I don't know a place to get them. And as a matter of fact, I only had like $6 at one time. He goes, "Oh, you pay me back next time." He goes, "You want water?" I said, "Sure, I'll take water." Oh, this is the geese sheets. I really liked it when I had my teal in there in that bedroom. I had these sheets from Kohl's, and they were jerseys, and they were teal, and they matched the comforter and everything. And I had a Berkshire blanket from QVC or HSN. Oh, those jersey sheets, they're so comfortable. But Daddy bought me that bed. I still have the bed. That bed was from Costco, so Sam's Club. It was from Sam's. That's right, Sam's Club. And it's still comfortable. I mean, you fall right to sleep. 5 minutes and you're sleeping. That Sam's got the best bed. Sam's Club. I don't know if BJ's has beds anymore. I don't think so. No, this was bought at Sam's Club. And then me and Daddy, we went to IKEA. And there was a mattress on top of my bed, a pad like this. And you're supposed to get that pad. But Ray told Daddy, you're getting a bed. I go, well, maybe I should just get the bed, Dad. And then Ray goes, no, get the box spring because you'll ruin the mattress. And she was right. That bed would have been ruined. So that I think that bed was like $1,000, $1,500, something like that. It's a Sealy Posturepedic, but there's tons of Posturepedics. I just laid on it. I sat on it. No, I sat on it in Sam's. And I said, oh my God, this is so comfortable. And that same bed came here. Not that exact one I sat on. They gave me a brand new one. That was 13 years ago. I don't even know if Sam's around anymore. Sam's Club. But for my birthday, Ray said, "Oh, for your birthday, you go on my card." So she goes, "I got you a card for your birthday." So I would get a Sam. She gave me a Sam's Club card to get into Sam's for my birthday. I don't even know if that White Castle's there anymore. But if you go over that bridge over there, you go over that bridge, you see the pipes and the smoke coming out of all those incinerating places down in Elizabeth. That's where it starts over there, and then go down the road a little bit, and then you're in Newark, and you're at the airport. And my Connie, I think Connie works for who does she work for? Connie's been with the first class for what's that airline? What's not the which one does she work for? Because she lives right by Pingree over there. She bought a townhouse, so she's been living there forever. And she's got bitches. And I got a parakeet. But she has parakeets. I mean, she got a yellow one. Because we went up there to go feed the birds one time. Because she went to Europe. What she does, she goes to Europe. And she stays in Europe for the weekend. And then she flies back home for the week. But she just drives straight. Because she has something wrong with her eyes. So she drives straight down that street and she makes a left where what's the name of that place they used to I asked Laura about that place. I go, remember that place we used to go close shop, Danny's. Remember Danny's? And then you go and then she makes a left right on 1 and 9 right there. Remember that place? We used to always go shopping in there. That place was barking. Me and Laura were talking. And Laura's 90 years old. Yeah. She lives in Westfield house, but she comes here on she goes to the library, picks up a couple books, and she goes to the country club with us. She's at the country club, but she works for the committee, the town committee here. Laura, she's the one that books all the bus things for the seniors. Which I'm going to join now for the Golden Agers. So I'm going to join the Golden Agers, and for $15 now, it's going to be $20. But you can take any trips you want. We go to Pennsylvania, we go to the casino. This year they went to Staten Island to see a show, and you have a lunch. And you go to the Westwood. I was at the Westwood. I was at the Westwood when I was like 16 years old. I remember. Daddy was in the front, in the back, in the audience. And I was modeling PJs. I remember. That was ages ago. And he was crying. My father was crying. I was walking the runway with pajamas on. I don't remember what kind of pajamas they were. I don't even remember what I was wearing. Somebody's got those pictures. I remember the time on the boardwalk at Seaside. All us girls got together, and there was a bathing suit contest on the boardwalk in Seaside Heights. And I wore this. I had a Stetson hat, and I had a tan, like a brownish. I think it was almost a bodysuit, but it was like a bathing suit and wrapped like this. I remember. And then the girl said, "Oh, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. You're gonna win." I didn't think so. Oh yeah, you're gonna win. And then I got on stage, went down on the one way, and there was a photographer there. I remember my picture was hanging on the wall there for a couple of months, or maybe a year or so. And then I went to come back to go get the picture. He said the photographer took all the pictures. So anyway, and then the judges were down on the floor, and then I went back to the room, and some girl told me, "Do you know that guy down there? He's one of the judges to one of the girls that's in the doing the in the contest." I said, "Really?" And I just wasted my time going down there on stage. I would have stayed home. She won. She convinced all those other judges. So she got like $1,500, and she got a talk show. She was on a talk show or something like that. Because the judge was her boyfriend. That was a waste of my time. I would have stayed home. I would have been baking pizza or something like that. I wouldn't even went. I drove Rosa Park all the way down to Seaside, and I wasted my. I'm in the car. I'm going. I'm wasting my time. That should be automatically a no show. Nobody knows anybody. It's not related to anybody in the contest. That was fake. That was all planned. That was a setup. So then, anyway, I did a contest. This was another setup too. I did a contest for it was FTD flowers on St. George. What's that? I don't know. It's in Union. It's the flower place isn't even there anymore. And I brought three of my friends. I bought three of my friends. Yeah, and it was design a bra for Susan B. Komen Foundation. Well, guess who won? A girl that you weren't supposed to have any affiliation with Susan B. Meaning you don't have a ticket, anything that has Susan on it, anything. She had an emblem that said Susan B. Komen Foundation right here. It was right there. It, well, she won. But they took all the brassieres. Mine was so fancy with rhinestones and lace and everything, and I designed, I sewed everything. The lady came out. She goes, "Your bra was stolen at the uh, street fair 3 times. We had to grab it out of people's hands 3 times." You know what I did when I came home with that thing? I threw it in the garbage. I did. I go like, "Why'd you retrieve it?" I just would have threw it away anyway. I didn't win, so we had to pick a lottery tickets for prizes afterwards because they were giving away prizes. Do you know everybody, all three of us, they couldn't explain it, but all three of us won some. And they were like pissed. They were pissed at me. I was doing them a favor. I was doing them a favor. And they were pissed at me. I looked at their face. They were like pissed that we won. That we won those. You know, you won a prize, he won a prize, and she won a prize. Like so. It's you pick. There was only a couple people that came to the bra thing, and they couldn't understand how we won. Well, it's called karma because you gave her the winning thing, and she had a Susan B. Goldman Foundation. She wasn't supposed to do that. That was in the rules as a negative. You're not allowed to do that. So she shouldn't even won. And it looks like she spent 5 minutes on the bra anyway. I spent like 6 weeks from doing that bra. It didn't even look like a bra, it looked like a top. And it got sold 3 times at the street fair. I'm gonna make something. Why did she have to get something that was wrote? Listen to the story because it's not gonna change when you talk to the person. But why are you pointing out that something that somebody wrote 5 hours ago instead of listening to now the story and point out that they're wrong because they wrote? Of course they're wrong. They're always going to be wrong because you can't get it straight from there. You can't. You don't understand? Just listen to the story first, and you can tell whether they're lying or not. You don't have to have it written all out from 5 hours ago. They're gonna change it anyway, or they're gonna give you the real story. You gotta decide. That's only her trick. She thinks she's getting somebody by saying, "Well, you said this in your testimony." So so listen to the story now. Can't you figure out if the guy's lying or not? I don't know what she's up to. She's too old. She really is. She's a little she's a- she's a little too big for her britches. You know, I don't like that. Right, John? I don't like that. He goes, he goes, Maya, she pretends she's a movie star. I go, well, John, I said, you are like a movie star to her. He goes, yeah, you're right. You are. He goes, I don't like that. He's a cutie. I want my little swimmers. They're really good. They're almost like a soft shell crab, but they're not because they're because when you bite down on them, they're so crunchy. But when you deep fry them in batter and everything like that, it's just like the shrimp. Oh, that was so good. That Peruvian food. I go, Millie, we gotta go back there. She goes, I'm gonna take you to Queens. I don't want to go to Queens anymore. Now what's going on in New York? Hey, is Lou Moss still there in Roselle? I wonder if Lou Moss still there. Me and Mom, we always used to go for the lobster cantonese. That's really good. They make good lobster cantonese. I don't know who's got lobster cantonese anymore. But the best place for duck, you go on Route 22 in Greenbrook, and you go to that Asian market, and you get the duck. It's already cut, done, and it's perfect. And you go down the aisle, the third aisle, and you go get the plum sauce. Oh my god! And then when you get home, you put the plum sauce all over it. Oh my god, it's so good. we go to New York City. I love that smell. You know, you can smell that smell. Go to Chinatown. Go get a duck. You know, with the head. I guess I cut the head off now, right? I don't remember. This time I went there, I went. Oh, I went on Father's Day. Daddy was home, and I go, Daddy, write down how when I get out of the Port Authority. Just write down how to go to Lincoln Center because Barbara Best is over there. That's where I get my scarves from. And I met Barbara in Kenilworth. And she goes, come to Lincoln Center. She goes, I'll be at Lincoln Center. And they had a show in Lincoln Center. And but she lives down in Ocean City, down the shore somewhere. I don't know what she's doing. I wonder if she's still doing her scarves and everything. She uses this beautiful yarn. I mean, it is the best yarn. Oh, I got how many pieces I got hers? I got the brown one. It's got like a hood. You put it over your head. That one's so warm. And then I got a cream one. That's like on an angle. And then I got one that goes over like. Why are you pissing the people off? Why are you pissing them off? They're going to court. You should know better than that. You're not teaching them nothing. No, no, you don't understand. They won't understand you because that's when it came to the litigation for you to settle it, right? She gets rid of everybody. She doesn't even do her job. She's hungry. She wants to go eat. She wants to go for lunch. She's the loudest the loudest judge I ever met in my life. Loudest. This is the thing on. I like what's his name? Um, um, Jerry Springer. Yeah, I like Jerry Springer. He's fair. He's on target, and he doesn't judge it. And she doesn't want to let anybody win. She just wants to throw it all out of court. I'm gonna go outside again because that's a spectacular sight to see. It's and everything's in my eighth house except Jupiter, which sits in my 10th house. And there's no way you can hurt it because it's a square, and it's squaring, but it's fine. It's a fine square because Jupiter is not squaring my eighth house. It's not squaring it, and if it's all up there, it's up in the heavens is good. You know, it's all doing good. Oh, I was gonna do my apache tonight. I was really gonna do my apache. I like this song. The Cupcake Girls. I got a chick. They gave me a chicken, but too late to make chicken soup. And they gave me turnips. I talked to Anna tonight, and I said, "Hey, you know what? We could sit that. Did you get turnips too?" She goes, "She got turnips too." I go, "I'm gonna go buy myself tomorrow. What's that called? A leek, and stick the carrots in. I got a big bag of carrots, onion. We'll get onions tomorrow, potatoes, and like sugar. You know, I mean, the refrigerator is filled up with food. I got the egg rolls in the sink right now. I'm not making them tonight. I got a couple of there left. I'm just gonna throw them out. What else can I make? I really want a ham sandwich. I want a ham sandwich. Metabella? What's that stuff called? I'm gonna buy some. I'm gonna buy some of that. It's a blue one. Go get the 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's go eat. Get the mayonnaise out, get the mustard out, get the rolls. I'm gonna get the rolls. There's like 6 rolls. We wake up 2 o'clock in the morning and start eating. Oh, they gave me a toothbrush. They gave me. Is this damn thing broken? It says proxy brush snap on. But where's the rubber tip? There's no rubber tip here. So what do I gotta go buy rubber tips? Because it's got a little rubber thing over there. Oh, no, this doesn't make sense. Oh, don't. I'm not gonna go buy rubber tips. I haven't got time for this shit. Free cheese and jelly. Free cheese and jelly. And a can of soup. Free cheese and jelly, and I got chocolate cake. They don't have good bread. Just the white. They get the bread at Lidis. It's only 95 cents. You'll get it for where'd I put it? I don't know. Where is that cream cheese? Oh. I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like cooking at all. But I'm gonna send this arrow. IT went down 4.4 percentage. PSEG, I got credit. I went down because I shut everything off. Right, like $200 something credit. Open shit, open stove. I blew the bulb because it's the 60 watt. It's supposed to take a 40 watt in that thing. And I can't find a 40 watt. I need to buy a 40 watt bulb. I bought the 60 watt bulb up there. You gotta buy. The answer is you gotta buy an appliance bulb, and then it won't blow. The one on the stove. Oh, fuck. I'm hungry.
I got your text that you were in bed with Nancy. Who is this Nancy?
Maybe I'll pile chicken soup tomorrow night. I go for the noodles. Let me see if I noodles over there. I don't think I do. I get the Pennsylvania Dutch noodles, the baby thin noodles.
Looks like you two are grandmother to your thing. I'm surprised.
You go sleep. None for you. Yeah, I come home and that thing's plugged in. That air conditioner's plugged in. We're gonna go to Frank's tomorrow and pick up the two potato and the onion rack. She's getting ready to leave. She's leaving in July. I think the end of July. It's July tomorrow. She said, Friday. Oh, she's gonna hear another one. She's gonna have to be out of it. You have to be out of it. So she's gonna be getting pizza. You're gonna say another month. She said she's gonna miss the arts and crafts. Yeah, I'll come back for it. Come back in August for it. Just show up. You don't live here anymore. So what? What's one more body? There's too much stuff going on in New York. So many things. So many things. Yes, gonna go up tonight. And it's gonna go on the whole summer long. It's just gonna keep on going up and up. It ain't going down. Now, I can imagine what the turnpike's like. Going like Great Adventure and stuff like that. I want to go safari. This place is a real turtleback zoo here. We got deer, we got turtle. The deer were out in the backyard tonight. Well, this afternoon they were there. There's a mommy and a baby. And we had two turtles, two snapping turtles. And I picked up the one. I picked it up from the back though. I didn't pick it up from the front. And because it kept on going to the street, I go, you gotta go in the woods, man. And I went out to the street. I called the police. First, I called animal control, and they were closed that day. So then I called the police. I go, you can't call this. I go, well, who am I supposed to call? He goes, this is not emergency. Well, what is an emergency? Somebody's leg falling off? I mean, you know, the thing could get hit by a car. That's emergency. They graduate from school. Well, we got beaver, not beaver. What's the one with the tail? That's a beaver with the black tail. Because we got all crooks around here. We got a possum. I saw that last week. We got foxes, coyotes. There's 44,000 coyotes in Union County. And the manager marks it's no coyotes here. Don't take me for a fool. Go look it up on the internet. I don't care how long you've been a manager for. You don't have any brain. You don't have any street smart. I'm street smart. And don't expect me to listen to BS. With my phone. I like this jelly, the red and strawberry one. I got the roasted one. I was ready to go for that wing soup in Whole Foods. I love wing soup. Progresso wedding soup is the only one I like. And then the Progresso. This one's not that bad, but this is vegetable. This isn't that bad, but some of all the Progressos have like a metal taste. I can't stand it. That's why I don't like Progresso. It has like a metal taste. Campbell's don't do that. Progresso does that. It's a metal. That's why I don't like Progresso. This one doesn't have that taste. A little bit. Yeah, the taste. A little bit. But the wedding soup doesn't do it. Don't have the metal taste. I gotta get up early. They don't have any good junk food over there. I gotta go to Acton for that. I'm gonna go get that Dutch breakfast. Do you ever have that? Billy just brought me 2 packages. Oh my god, the seasoned one feels so good. First time I tried it. I just brought me strawberries a bag of dried strawberries. I'm gonna put that on top of my cereal. I don't eat cereal. But since you got me that, I'll put it on top of that oat cereal. It's pretty stupid, isn't it? I gotta put the cover the bird up. Let him go to sleep. You go to sleep, mister. Alright, I'm done. That's it. I'm cooked. I'm gonna go see the spectacular stars up in the sky right now. Oh, it's so nice. They're all lined up and they're going like this, like a snake. It's Venus, Mars, and Mercury, and then Jupiter and Saturn are someplace floating around too. They got to be farther away. Oh, what you do?
There's nothing worse than weightlifting.
The news job. It's 5:30. I mean 11:30. 5:40.
Channel 511.
Psycho. Who's that?
WWTIX. Seinfeld. Season 3, Episode 18, The Boyfriend. 11 o'clock p.m. to 11:30 p.m.
Oh, that's the one that goes out with Lane. He's a baseball player. Oh, big
Channel 510.
Where's the news? I keep up pushing 511. I want the 7 channel 7.
Channel 5. Channel 507.
What's on? Oh yeah, 11 o'clock news. Now they're gonna show sports, and I don't want to see that.
11 o'clock p.m. to 11:30.
I just missed the news. I just missed the weather. It's gonna be 92 on short. They said 92 and sunny because all the stars are up in the sky. So it's gonna be 97. Let me see the weather, the water time. With the water time.
Most common side effects are headache, nausea, diarrhea, trouble sleeping, tiredness, and anxiety.
It's 4.
I stand detected with fewer medicines. As deducted about switching to the bus.
It's gonna be good on the 14th. That's the day of the party. Then we should go fishing after the party. We should go fishing after the party because it's gonna be the weather's gonna be good for fishing. I can't say sports. See, I missed it. When it's sport, then you miss it. Then they go to half an hour with sport, and that's it. We're going to this thing. July 10th, Fan Jams, Fanwood Summer Fan Jam. It's going to be a car show there. I don't know. Festival. Elvis tribute. Oh, my mother would have liked that.
executives that everything will be kept together if the Lakers would potentially have a package that you could trade for both of them. Let it go! What we don't know is too fragile. It's too fragile because we just don't know what KD and Kyrie are if they're still staying together. Imagine those two with LeBron. Wow. The Nets did make plenty of other moves today, acquiring Royce from the Jazz in the first round pick. Then they re-signed Patty Mills and Nick Claxton with NBA free agency began. The Knicks also making a couple of moves, signing former Clippers center Isaiah Hartenstein. And the big news, the Knicks, yeah, they got their man.
You go sleep this stuff.
Former Mavs point guard.
Put the cover on you right there.
4-year,
Go see.
$104 million deal.
So close your eyes.
2 points per game during the playoffs and was considered the best point guard ever on the market. Brunson's dad, Rick, was hired as an assistant coach by the Knicks, and one of Brunson's agents is the son of team president Leon Rose. Yeah, the signing was meant to be, and it is a good one for the Knicks. On the women's side, Liberty taking on the Dream in Brooklyn. Lived on a 17-0 run in the second half to take the lead, but Erica Wheeler watched her hit the buzzer beater in the fourth to send this one to overtime. That's where Atlanta took over. Liberty followed Barclays in 92-81. The final. Baseball now. Mets have the night off, but reports tonight Jacob DeGrom will begin a rehab assignment with Port St. Lucie this Sunday. Yankees taking on the Astros in Houston, arguably the two best teams in baseball. Offense hard to come by this one, so this was huge. Alex Bregman doubles off Luis Severino. 2 runs going to score to give Houston the lead. Same inning, Kyle Tucker trying to make things interesting. Going to take off from third and steal home. Make the call, Bill. He's out of there. Sammy says, thank you very much. In the 6th, Anthony Rizzo, get out of here. Number 21 on the season. He's on pace for 44. Rizzo gets the Bombers on the board, but that's as close as they get. Matt Carpenter strikes out to end it. 2 on the final. Yanks have lost only 21 games this season. Houston is responsible for 3 of them. To the pitch, Red Bulls host the Atlanta United. What a game this was. Scoreless until the 75th minute when Atlanta took the lead. Then the Red Bulls scored twice. The second off the foot of 16-year-old Serge Yoma. The first of his very young career. A night to remember for sure. Red Bulls win 2-1 the happy final. They are now tied for first in the East. College football, huge news there as well. USC and UCLA are officially leading the Pac-12. Both schools will join the Big Ten in 2024. Across the pond, Montpelier, Schwartz, and Rafael Nadal are on the third round of Wimbledon. And finally, here's the shot of the tournament, courtesy of 11-seed Taylor Fritz. Check him out in the far court. Lays out for the return, and wow, it was so ridiculous. Alistair Gray had already started celebrating a point before he realized what happened. That point right there won the set for the Americans, who then go on to win the match and advance to the third round. How about that? Much easier to guide on the grass as opposed to the hard course at the U.S. Open, but a very fine play. And a left out to Monday the 20th. A very late call, though. Very late. But we'll take it. Keep us out. We'll be right back. And this looks like it's on the way. The best things I get to the app. You know, there's something so relaxing about a backyard room with English neighbors. Don't you think, boys? The first time in my life, everyone agrees with me. Actually, second, because everyone agrees that English neighbors keep the rich colors will stay beautiful for years to come. And to a unique object. In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford is Ford. With second row sliding seats and Lidis touchscreen, it's built to make life easier. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford is cool. Drive with today. Currently, more than join your Ford is cool. And get $1,500 bonus cash. You more lease and financing options at buyfordnow.com. Okay, I love it. Well, a lot of GMA is coma. Right? GMA, 7 days, every day. Yes, now we're talking. That's how you start the day with Robin, George, Michael, and GMA. Starting stuff at 7 days, every day. And people, those first 30 minutes of GMA, no better way to jumpstart my day. Maybe that's why GMA is America's #1 morning. Real slam, yes. GMA, 7 days, every day to start the day. So go on, get ready. Good morning, America. Good morning, America. So, how are you, Robin, George, Michael? Oh, you are amazing. Family, 7 a.m. After Channel 7, eyewitnesses here on ABC 7. Yeah, that's how you start your day. I know this looks like it's a little early, but there's things I'll tell you about that. I see that you're doing it now, letting your mind wander. It's Jimmy Kimmel Live. I am your guest host, Chelsea Handler. Unfortunately, this is my last night here, and I'm sad to be leaving. I'm especially going to miss you, DMO. I'm gonna miss you too. Yeah, it's been so much fun working with somebody who drinks at work more than I do. We get a lot of drinks in. Yeah. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time guest hosting, but just like women's rights, all good things must come to an end. And if nothing else, at least I got one viewer to change his stance on abortion after watching my monologues all week. This is from Kenneth. Knowing that she isn't raising kids is almost justification for abortion. She is probably one of the worst, most horrible people on earth, and first forward after Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert. I thought comedians were supposed to be funny. I am funny. That's why I'm here telling jokes about one of the darkest days in human history while you're masturbating into your pillow. Men have had all kinds of weird reactions to last week's abortion ruling. Ever since the Supreme Court struck down Roe v. Wade, urologists have seen a spike in vasectomies. This just goes to show you that men really will do anything to avoid wearing a condom. I've never personally performed a vasectomy, but I'd like to try my very first one on Samuel Alito. Back in 1919, after a very long fight, Congress finally passed the 19th Amendment, which gave women like me the right to vote. But female suffrage was only half the battle, which is why tonight I would like to propose a new amendment to the Constitution. It's Amendment 28, End Male Suffrage. Voting is a huge responsibility, and over the years, most men have demonstrated time and time again that they lack the judgment necessary to not pick that up. So let's turn things over to the ladies. If we endorse the 28th Amendment, maybe we can get America back to not sucking so hard. But hopefully, we won't need to do that. Guys, if you don't want us going after your rights, then you better get up off your hairy asses and join the fight to defend ours. help women, but not creating laws that kill women. You should stop voting for people who wouldn't protect your wife, your sister, mother, aunt, or grandmother's right to choose what comes out of her Pikachu. Talk to your son. Tell them why this is so important before they get radicalized by Joe Rogan. Stop interrupting us when we're talking. We're sick of it. Don't tell us to relax. You relax, okay? Do you know what relax means? It means be quiet. And why should we be quiet? Our thoughts are usually way more interesting than anything you guys have to say. And then learn a little bit about how the female body works. If we have sex with you, please make sure it's worth it. We're risking prison time here, boys. And stop calling us hysterical, okay? That's what you said when Trump won the election. That we were being hysterical. Now look where we are. You start writing letters to your Congress people. You're a man, so they might actually listen to you. And if you get a woman pregnant, stop saying you're pregnant, okay? If you don't have to push a Christmas ham out of your Pikachu, you're not pregnant. If you invite us over for a one-night stand and the condom breaks, you go to CVS at 2 a.m. and buy the Plan B. Why are we always buying the Plan B? You're the one getting us pregnant. And I'm an expert on this because I am responsible for 50% of the one-night stands in this country. And if you don't believe me, you can refer to one of my 6 #1 New York Times best-selling books. You have the power to make a difference. If every man donated just $1 to Planned Parenthood after they masturbated, this organization would have enough resources to help every woman on planet Earth. In fact, I'd like all the men in the audience to take out their wallets right now and give the woman sitting closest to them half of what's in there. If you don't have cash, that's fine. Just Venmo her half the money in your checking account. And if you don't have Venmo, we'll wait while you download it. And don't worry, if you don't remember the password for your Apple ID, she'll show you how to reset it. And guys, I know that some of your hearts are in the right place, but still, you need to do a little bit more and put an RBG sticker on your Prius, okay? I don't want to point out anyone in particular, but you, sir, need to listen to your partner more. And you, sir, need to buy more comfortable shoes and break them in to get ready to march. Need to stop looking at me like that because I am about to go back on tour. I can't get pregnant right now. And all of you need to take some responsibility. Abortion is a men's issue because if there were no men, there would be no abortions. In fact, if there were no men, we'd all be going down on each other in sticks right now. So many men were able to have full lives and careers because their sexual partners got abortions. You have no idea how many mediocre stand-up comedians were able to keep bombing across this country because that one waitress at the Chuckle Hut didn't bring their child to term or press charges. We did get at least one small piece of encouraging news today. It was Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's first day on the Supreme Court.
Oh my God. You would believe this.
Time ever.
You know
There
what?
are now 4 women on the Supreme
We
Court.
don't have to go to we don't even have to go to
And
Great
God,
Adventure
if you include that bitch
on the
first,
on the safari.
And for all you men who don't understand what's at stake here, let me tell you
The real turtleback zoo here.
right now. It's called parthenogenesis.
I went outside and the fox ran right where the door was. Where the door, the second door by the office, ran out, and this thing was out there before because this thing is almost the size of a cat, but the tail is real thick. Now this is the same one that was out there this afternoon because I saw it there, and it ran in the first parking lot, right? So I couldn't even look up at the stars because I don't know the things that come running back to me, and I ain't going down by. I'm not going across that flagpole because they're coming around and they're going around there. Because this last night or this morning, it shot over from the parking lot over to where we sit. So I'm not going by that flagpole. So I couldn't. I looked up at the sky and that was it. And then I turned my back and there was a deer there. She was looking straight at me, and I turned around because I went to go look for the fox. I turned my head, and she took off. She was gone already. This is a real turtleback zoo here. I'm telling you, great adventure. I went on that Hummer. Remember? They got the Hummer, and you get in the Hummer, and it takes you around. Great adventure. The safari. Oh, that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. I went on that in 214. I remember. I went down there and I waited in line for 2 hours. A guy came up to me, goes, "Do you mind waiting this long?" I said, "No, I'm not doing nothing." And we were talking, we bullshit and stuff like that. I said, "What's the park look like?" He goes, "Oh, the park's empty." So, and it's like I go, "How long to wait?" And he goes, "Oh, like 15 minutes, stuff like that." But yeah, it was a nice day. I went to Great Adventure. I'll tell you that it was sunny out and everything. I didn't want to go in the rain, you know, because then the animals hide. You know, they're looking for shelter, and they won't come over to the car or anything like that. What kind of dog is that? What kind of dog is that? It doesn't even know you're there, lady. He's bad over there, and this the thing ain't even moving.
Comes back to her. Okay. Okay. I know you're gonna think this is really strange, but it's all about her. He's acting out on behalf of her sister. There are suggestions that I have for your dogs. Yeah, no, I'd like to come.
And then I turned around, and then there was two deer out here in the. This one had awfully long legs. It almost looked like a pony. I never saw one look like that before. I mean, it was really, really skinny and tall legs. I don't really recognize it. But I don't see bucks anymore. We used to have bucks here. 214. I had 4 bucks come to my window. I had 4 bucks and they were eating the shrimp. And one was staring right up at me. I was looking down. He's looking right straight up at me. And they stayed there for 15 minutes. Oh, it was so beautiful. It was so nice. But the mother and the baby were out there this afternoon.
So I want to know, are those pictures that my customer sending to constantly, or is she really doing that with other people? Channel 506. Channel 505. Channel 504. NBC WNBC. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Season 9, Episode 165. Ariana DeBose, Dan White, Doreen DeMedley. 11:34 p.m. to 12:37 a.m.
Wait, let me put this in here. These are I don't think I have money with me. No, I don't. I have to put that. And I don't have money. Oh, Jesus. I'll take that.
This is kind of a love story. Because what it is not pure, unbridled passion. At Homewares, you can always get more when you love for less. Because the best things in life don't cost a fortune. They're found. Homewares, go find them. baby, baby. Look, baby, baby. You know it's not raining or shine. It's rain and shine. From the lakes to summer driving, touch the local counties and around. Back to the whole team. Because we get why it matters to you. Darlene and Michael, Marie and Adele. The only all-local morning team is on today in New York. Some things just go together, like Saturday morning.
Oh.
Sunshine. And Spectrum Mobile.
I couldn't really enjoy it.
The together is crazy fast speed and even more advanced security. So you're fast speed when you're out, you're fast and more secure connection. Because you go together like socks and pens. Sounds like a good thing.
Oh, you go see.
For fast speed and more security, get Spectrum Mobile and Spectrum Internet together. All quicker than Spectrum. They're retired New York fighters. They work in Grand Island Golf. They're just when Paul and Phil were very good opera culture, they found the national leader in concert. We chose Paul and Africa and then while you were in Philadelphia, and I'm leaving it for so many prosperous cancer treatments. Pearl Mother treated was powerful funding radiation.
See. In the morning. See. What the heck is that?
The channel.
The Orchid wasn't on.
WJLQ Med. Harry Mason. Season 7. Episode 7. The Case of
ED,
Channel
erectile dysfunction.
502. CBS WCBS.
He's going to Lake
The Late Show
Niagara.
with Stephen Colbert.
Lake
Season
Viagra.
7. Episode 154. Heidi Klum. Igram X. Kendi. Select. Channel 5. Channel. Channel 504. Channel.
Oh, there's nothing.
Channel
Oh, Good Time Friday.
507.
I shopped
ABC
overseas
Wax.
because it's Friday.
Channel
Oh, so
508.
it started because it's over midnight.
Estrella.
5 minutes
Alma
after.
TV.
So now the stuff is $10.
Channel
No, that's a
159.
ruby.
Elsie.
No, that's gonna be.
Lifestyle and Fashion Collection.
I didn't want that.
Season 2022.
Not for
Episode
$97.
41. June 30th.
Sapphire,
2022.
emerald, and ruby.
11 o'clock p.m. to
For
12
$97? What kind of gold is that? It's like plated with something.
Channel 161. Channel 100. Channel 164. Food. Channel 165.
I like this house one.
Channel 165. HGTV. House Hunters International. Season. Channel 167. Magnolia Inn. Restoration Road with Clint Park. Season 1, Episode 7.
Oh, you know where I went one time?
11 o'clock. PM
I went to
12
Duke's,
a.m.
Doris Duke's house. You know, the sanctuary, and there was a train ride like around the sanctuary, and I sat in the back of the or I sat in the front. I don't remember. You know who was taking he had his entourage with him. It was Prince, the oldest one, the one that he wasn't married yet. It was like 6 months before he got married. What's his name? Prince Charles is the oldest son. Yeah, he was. There was a bunch of like bodyguards around him. So I think I was sitting in the back, and he was all the way in the front. But it was just him and like one other guy sitting with him. But then when he got off the train ride, there was like a whole bunch of them standing around him. Yeah, I remember. I go, "Oh my God, he looks familiar." I knew right away who it was. Yeah, he went there because Doris Duke was a tobacco prince. She did something with tobacco, and she left um the money to the maid or something like that, or the guy, and then it went to the guy, the butler or something like that. Well, they ripped. Yes, last year I think they ripped down the whole thing, the old house. But I got to see it. I got to see the old place. That's gone. That's all gone. But there's all kind of birds there, and there's like egrets, all these kind of birds. It's a bird sanctuary. It's really nice. If you can get to go there this summer, go there because it's real nice. It's right before it's in Belmead. It's in Belmead. Doris Duke. And then I looked her up and I said, and she was some kind of tobacco princess. That she had some kind of fortune in tobacco. She used to wear these real fancy clothes and everything, like fur coats and everything. She was very pretty. She was a very pretty woman. Very elegant. Screw that.
Channel 100.
You should see some of these houses in New York. Some of these
Flea Market Flip.
Oh my gosh.
Season 10, Episode 14.
They're real nice. I mean, they got balconies. You got your garden out there. We lived on St. Mark's Place. We lived on it was on the fourth floor. And we had a spiral marble staircase. We had to get there upstairs. And Grandma used to have like 14 locks going down the door. You want to hear a story? What happened? Dad came back from the service. He was 4 years in the service. He was in Germany. He comes back and he knocks on the door and he goes, "Mom, open up the door. It's Peter." So she looked through the peephole. She goes, "That's not my son," because Daddy got real skinny. She goes, "That's not him. That's not him." And it was him, all right. So anyway, we had the bathtub in the kitchen, and we had the stove. And in the living room, we only had a fan. And I remember we had a TV. We had black and white TV. You push the buttons. I think it was like an RCA or something like that. And there was we had a sofa out there, so that's where I'd sleep at night. And Grandma and Grandpa had his own room, and it was in the back. Grandma had her bed like my bed, up to the ceiling, Prince in the apartment with the pizza. And then me and Grandma, we had that kind of bed. And yeah, so we take I remember Dorothy came over. It was me and Dart down there. and Grandma washed my hair, and then she went like this, and she had oil, and then she put in my sister, don't put that stuff in her hair, and she knocked it out of my grandmother. Don't put that grease in her hair. So what I would do every time I go there, I just sit on the windowsill and just watch all the hippies and all the beatniks walking down the street. And Friday night was a big night for me. I was there by myself because I was one of those um, kids that had to be watched after school. You know, there was nothing else to do, so you go and live with somebody else. So Friday night was a big night for me, and I go down the corner, and for $2, I don't know how much it was, $1.50. I think it was $1.50. Get a slice of pizza and a Coke, and that was my big night. And then I remember what I would do. I was like 10 years old, so Grandma would go to work for fish, Hamilton Fish, the wife. She would make, bring a kibasi over, make pierogies and at the house at Aunt Mary's and bring some over to her. Make them here in New Jersey and then bring them to New York. And so she'd be gone the whole day, and Grandpa was working the subway. So when he'd come home, but it was me, it's just me home alone, home alone. So then I used to go. My father said, "Don't get lost." I go, "Daddy, I'm just gonna go straight." He goes, "Just go straight." He's the one that told me, "Just go straight and then come back straight." So I would go down all the way to Soho, and then I'd walk all the way back. I don't even know how long that is. I just keep on walking. I was like 10 years old or something like that. But I remember that smell in New York. And I remember on the floor all the gum everywhere. I'd step in gum. Everybody chewing gum, I guess. But then I couldn't wait to get back home because I just sit at the windowsill and just look at everybody walking around. Every 5 minutes, woo, ambulance all over the place. I mean, that's all you hear it. And then go to sleep at night and with the window open, and you hear an ambulance. That's all you hear, ambulance, all day long. Ambulance during the day, at night, ambulance. I remember that. I didn't hear nothing here. I mean, if the cops go by here, they got the flashing light, but you don't hear nothing. You hear nothing. They're at a flea market. I don't even know where they go when they go to the flea market. Because there's a lot of grass and it's all open over there. It's got to be Pennsylvania, huh? Oh, that's a beautiful refrigerator. The thing's like 100 years old. What do you want that for? And then you got to clean it up. I did that. I remember I did that. Where Alyssa's there was a little like, what do you call it? I bought it somewhere. I found it somewhere, and I stripped it down, and I put I don't know if I put paint on it or shellac. I shellacked it. Polyurethane. I remember. I sand the whole thing down. It was a little thing. I don't even think she fit into it anymore after that. By the time I got done with it, she probably was too big for it. It was fun doing it though. What is it? What is it? I don't even know what it is.
Dine-in, contemplate, form, and function. Which one do you want to go for? We'll go for dine-in.
And you know what? You don't want to go to those flea markets anymore because there's too many people. You don't know what you're getting when you're bringing that thing home. I watched Judy one time, and the person who brought home a bed frame They brought all bed bugs home on the bed frame. Yeah. So don't buy any used stuff at the flea market no more. It should be illegal to do that because you don't know what you get, and you're gonna bring it home into your house. Well, that's not a good idea. And those things sit in the thing, and it's disgusting. You don't want to bring that stuff. Look at those dirty chairs. That's disgusting. Yeah, now you're sitting on it. Now you're gonna go home and sit on your bed with dirty pants on. She's sitting on that dirty chair. 40. You can go somewhere something new. The thing is, did you see that thing?
I think we should do like a shelving unit for the pattern play. Yeah, like these actually.
Yeah, my concept is changing a lot about this. A lot of things.
Perfect. It says that they're 15 a piece, right? I'm thinking about 10 a piece.
Because somebody moved out yesterday and today, and they had to call that junk place. You got junk, you know. This lady had so much furniture in her apartment. I don't know how she got all this furniture out of her apartment. There was so much furniture that came flying out of her apartment. It was one junk truck, and then they had to raise up the cloth to put more furniture in it. How the heck did she get all that furniture in her house? She must have had no place to stand, walk around. It was old furniture.
Hey. Look there. We could make one of these into a wine car. Wow, that's nice. That's really nice.
Oh, I had one of those in my house. I said, Daddy, take it back. I don't want it. It was one of those white carts, and you put the lemonade on it and stuff like that. I had it in the corner over there. And then I came home and somebody smashed my scanner. Like I showed Ann. She goes, she didn't think anything of it. I go, that fax machine wasn't like that. Somebody took it and smashed it. I came home. I'm like, what's going on in this place? Flea market flip.
Channel 169. Channel 170. Travel. Paranormal caught on camera.
Paranormal.
Campsite UFO. Fiery black cat and more. 12 o'clock a.m. to 2 o'clock a.m.
The man, it looks like he's wearing some kind of jacket and a lighter shirt. And it even looks like it turns and looks at her for a moment as it's walking past.
I think the old man goes back to maybe a 17th century, really, or mid-17th century, looking at the way it's dressed.
Could that long history be one reason why this particular graveyard is so active? It's really fascinating to think about one location continuing again from several centuries. Perhaps all of those energies combined create layers of a potential paranormal situation.
I think graveyards can be haunted whether they're 200 years old or, fairly recent. Maybe it's these people that, never got to the other side. They've never seen the light.
Or perhaps the setting, whether an old reportedly haunted.
Oh, yes, they did. They just got bored there and they want to come back here because they're not done with stuff.
When you're a psychic medium.
Pretty much go into any graveyard, any cemetery, or hotel, or wherever.
That Gertrude Cemetery is the worst. In a colonial, the girl was on TV one day, and her poor father. They showed it on the camera on TV. It was on the news. His leg was hanging out in the dirt. They dug him up because they had to put the mother on the top. There was no coffin for the father. His poor leg was hanging out of the dirt like this, hanging out. They took the coffin away out of him. They threw him in the ground. That's Gertrude Cemetery. I can't stand that cemetery. And I asked Anna today because she went to a funeral. I go, where was he buried? The guy that she went to the funeral. She said there was 75 people there. She goes, Gertrude. I said, I can't stand that cemetery. She goes, Anthony's over there. I go, that's the worst cemetery around here in New Jersey. I go, I like Fairview. That's where Whitney Houston, her father, and her daughter's over there. That's nice. It's all sunny. Roger's over there in the box. He's over there in the box with the mother and the father. It's all sunny up there. It's all hills. And in the middle of summertime and the springtime and the winter, it's always sunny because there's no trees. You go to Gertrude's, it's like a forest. And Ronnie's father's over there too. I got the creeps when I went to that place, that cemetery where the funeral. And I said, I never want to come back here again. I never went. There was a funeral, and I said, where are you gonna be buried? Where's that burial? And Gertrude, I said, I ain't going. I can't stand that cemetery. Oh, and she said he's in the mausoleum. He's in the mausoleum. I don't think he got buried. I don't think she even went to a funeral. She likes to be. Millie said she likes the old Don King. I don't think they were. Because what funeral you go to the 75 people? Nobody. That's a lie, too. There was no 75 people. There was no funeral. That's why. Because she said the funeral's today. And Wednesday we went for the food. She said she had to go to the funeral after the food. She said the funeral's today. She's lying. Millie Drake, she always lies.
Mr. Cartoon, the child,
I would have
was by the spirit to draw his passion. He never would have turned a chrome into a canvas. If he let a lack of tools stop him, he never would have started tattooing using a homemade machine. And if he listened to those who said he needed art to create, he never would have perfected the street look that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes him mine. Whatever.
I never heard of that. Mandela.
Oh, baby. That was amazing. Markups. You always get it.
I never heard of that place. The pizza place. I miss that cruise we used to take around Manhattan. You take a cruise in Manhattan. You ever go on that cruise? And you have the buffet upstairs. And then after we eat, then we have dancing on the floor. That's a lot of fun. It's like a 2-hour cruise around Manhattan. You go around Ellis Island. Oh, that Ellis Island. I don't think that's there no more. I went there when our building went there. All the girls went there. Because we took the bus and everything. I know exactly what they used to do in that place. I was down on the main floor. You could hear screaming after my head like this. There's nobody around. I mean, there's people walking around, but that scream was old scream. You could hear kids screaming, women screaming. You wouldn't believe. And I could see pictures. I came home. And I said, I meditated on that. I said, you wouldn't believe what they used to do there. Because I went through the rooms and they showed me the rooms and the old scepters that they used to give the woman, the gynecologist things over there. It was horrible what they used to do. And I heard the kids screaming, mothers screaming. I think there was rapes there and everything. It was Ellis Island. Yeah, they didn't have any kind of security guards or anything like that. It wasn't civilized back then. You know, and it was rooms. You went to a room and they did an examination on you. Oh my God! I saw the clothes. They had the Slovak clothes and all that stuff. But I never will go there ever again. And you know who's there? You know the guy that's on the news that always wears the suits. It was like 12 o'clock. We were in lunch, and he was like not too far. He was like by here by where the door is. He was standing right there. He was by her jeans on and like a t-shirt on. I said, I know him. He's on the news. And then I went to I was going to Target one day. This was like 3 months ago, 4 months ago. It was in springtime. And I was coming out of Target because I wanted to go get a lamp. And then guess who's like coming out of Wendy's? Geltman from Channel 7 Good Morning America. He was coming out. I recognized him. But when I was driving past him with my bike, I didn't recognize, I knew who it was, but I couldn't get the word out who it was. Yeah. I remember when we went to the hair show. Oh, I was like 18 years old. We were on the bus, you know, we're waiting for everybody to get on the bus. For New York, we go to the hair show. It's like April. Because the place I used to work in Linden, we would all go there. Oh no, it was with the vocational school. I can't remember. It was one of those. So then it was vocational school. I remember. So then we get on the bus. I'm waiting on the bus. I'm the only one sitting at the seat. I'm looking at the window. I'm going, yo. You know who it was? What's his name? With the mustache. I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name now. He used to do all the he's not on. He has a big mustache and he's like Puerto Rican, I think. You know him if you saw him. It's a guy. It goes up like this almost. I just thought of his name and now I forgot what it was. What's his name?
I feel like the majority of paranormal investigators have been in this state before where they get overcome by an energy and lose touch of themselves. In a case like this, it would be a very scary scenario.
I'll think of it later on, right? So we went to Montauk, and then Dad he went to the golf course. Not the golf course. Was it the golf course? No, he went to Montauk. He went to the bar. I know he went to the bar because Joel was hanging in the bar. Went to the bar in the golf club, I think. Is that one in Montauk? Well, it was something. Tennis something maybe. It could have been the tennis club. I don't know what. Someplace down by Montauk. And then he comes back. He goes, you know who I met? And it was what's the name of that guy? I think he just died. He got in trouble or something because he was going out with some young girl or something like that. He was with somebody young. I can't think of his name. I'll get back to this on this. I can't think of these people's names. P, something with the P, that guy that I saw. I said, hey, yo. I said the same. He goes, he waved like that. I'm trying to think of his name. He's the one that went in some kind of like room. He did some kind of he did like files or investigations. What's the name of him? What's his name? This is pissing me off now. What's his name? And what's that name, that guy? That guy's name begins with a P that Dad saw. Because I think he just recently died. I think his name begins with a P.
The person is talking to her and saying, you need to do it. You need to push this child out. All I could think was like.
And who's that guy? Not Oscar. What's his name? Begins with O? Rivera. What's his first name? Something Rivera. And I say that because I knew his name back then. Oh, I remember we went we always met people when we go on here, but then we went to Cherry Hill. We went to the Raritan or something, or Hyatt back then. And I was coming out, and we were all dressed up and everything like that. And I came out, and I was having a cigarette, and then a limo pulled up. And I'm going, somebody in there? And no, they were getting, then a bunch of people coming out. And it was Robin Gibb. Remember Robin? It was Robin. And I looked at him. I didn't say hi. I just looked at him. I remember that. He seemed like a nice guy, too. He was married to a very nice woman. Yeah. I think that's one of the first ones I ever saw. I don't know if I told Daddy about that. I think I did tell Daddy. Yeah, because Daddy was telling me the people he met. When he met that guy, what's the name of that guy? Petrovsky? No. Roman Polanski. That's who Dad saw. Roman Polanski. Daddy went. Listen to this. This is so funny. There was a big conference, and when he went to Louisiana, there was a real big conference. And that's the day he said, "Go take the limo." There was a limo. The company gave him a limo. So Daddy was in a conference, and the conference room was real big. There was like 500 men in the conference. And Dad used to have this attaché case, the hard shell one. And all of a sudden, Daddy's attaché case opened up, and he always carried a rubber chicken with him, and the rubber chicken fell out. And everybody saw him called the Chicken Man. The whole 500 people started laughing because the rubber chicken fell on the floor. And they called Peter. They go, "Hey, Peter, you're the Chicken Man now." And they all were laughing. Then set the rubber chicken back in the suitcase, that chicken. So then I was thinking it was like there for 2 weeks. And I think I missed more. I don't even remember Mardi Gras. I don't think it was there. But Daddy had a sign in the basement in Roosevelt Park, and it said Peter Street. Yeah, he bought it on like some side corner or something like that. I don't know. But I remember he put that Peter Street downstairs in the basement. We had a picture that said Louisiana hot something. Louisiana hot crabs or something like that, and the poster was orange and blue. That was one of the posters we had in the house. That's why I understand why he bought that Louisiana. He had that rolled up and they put it in the frame. Yeah. So Dad said, "Go take the limo." I go, "Where am I gonna go?" I don't know where to go with that. I don't even know where I'm at. He goes, "Your driver, he's French. He speaks French." So I used to have these little dictionaries, little things like this. I had French, I had German, I had an American one. So I bought it with him in a suitcase. I don't know. I was weird back then. So I gave the limo driver. I said, "This is for you." And it was a little thing on how to read. It was French dictionary. I remember that because I didn't know. It was kind of weird back then. So he goes, "Well, where do you want to go?" I go, "Can you take me to McDonald's?" He goes, "You want to go here?" I said, "I'll take you to McDonald's." So I'm going to McDonald's, going through the window. And everybody's going to look at me. Who's that? Who's that? I go, "It's just me." Just going in for a Big Mac, a big crack. And then I went home. I could have went any place, but I chose McDonald's. I don't know why. I didn't know what was over there. Because I stayed at the house all the time. Oh, and then Daddy, he goes, "We're going out to brunch." We went to this brunch It was like in the Sheridan or the Hyatt. I don't know where it was. It was down in the basement part of in the conference area. They set up tables, round tables. We stayed there 4 hours eating these shrimps. They were like this big, and they had the big ice, like the big swans and the dolphins. They were all lined up. And I remember this was back in that 1980 something. Uh, those wheels of cheese, those red wheels. I think there was yellow ones too. I don't remember, but I remember the red ones. So we have to take a break. I go outside and have a couple cigarettes, come back in. Then there'd be a new set of people at our table. We must have went through 5 sets of people because the other people come in. I'd go outside, have a cigarette. Dad'd still be eating that shrimp because that's what they were known for, having that shrimp. I don't know what else was there. There might have been crayfish. I don't remember. That was a long, long time ago. Real long. I remember I went down to Florida. We used to go to this place called Mangrove Manny's. And I found out it ain't there no more. It's right on the bay. And the boats used to come up. It's a pier like in Manasquan, They got the rocks here, the rocks there, and the boats were going in and out of the inlet. And Mangrove's Manny's was right there, the window. You could see everything, what was going on. And I remember they had mimosas and Bloody Marys. And it was flowing constantly. They come over to the table, bring over more, I think champagne and orange juice, yeah, something like that. But me and Dorothy were drinking the Bloody Marys. We go for the Bloody Marys. Then they had the regular food, young omelets, eggs. I didn't eat any of that. I go for the meat and some kind of Alaskan cream crab with the stuff. Then we go to Fairways. I think Fairways is still there. And then Mom would say, yeah, "What are you gonna get to eat, Jane?" I'm going for the crab stuff and the eggs Benedict. My favorite. Egg Benedict. What is it? Somebody on a broomstick.
This isn't Santa Claus. This is something far more unsettling. A witch on a broomstick.
Yeah, it looked like a witch on a broomstick.
Unquestionably, this looks like a figure flying across the sky on a broom. To take you right back to childhood with an image off the front of a
Yeah.
Halloween card.
We could not ask for a more classic depiction of which flying through the
Yeah, but
sky.
the background doesn't look kosher either because it's like fuzzy, so it looks like they dubbed it in. Yeah, that background doesn't look right. That background don't look right. The background's it's got a mound, but it's like all fuzzy, like they dubbed it in or something. The ground looks normal, the building looks normal with the lights, but that sky don't look right. It looks like it's dubbed in.
And then to see it even higher than that.
But I'm gonna take my makeup off. What time is it? I'm gonna go see the deer again. I'm gonna go outside one more time. So I gotta go to sleep. I gotta wake up in the morning. That's fake.
Figure was eerily similar to another clip that we featured here on the show several seasons back. That was the witch in Monterey, Mexico.
Now that looks real. That's in Mexico. There's somebody running on the field. He's got a stick in his hand. It's probably a kite. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
People see these things that look like your typical Halloween witch on a broom flying across the sky. But nobody can really explain why they're there. And for whatever reason,
I'm supposed to end
they
stream.
seem to be centralized in one
Oh,
particular area of the world.